Hello, my name is David Lance, and I want to welcome you to my course, Pursuing Your Mission from God, Leading Your Ministry into the Promised Land. My prayer for you as you take this course is that God will help you to refocus on the kingdom vision for your ministry and how you can work with other people within your ministry to lead your organization into the Promised Land of whatever that kingdom vision might be. A little bit about myself. I've been married to my wife Sally for 34 years. We have 3 wonderful children and 2 grandchildren. I'm an adult Sunday school teacher in my church. I've worked in the world of politics and government. I'm a college professor, and I'm the author of over a half-dozen books. This particular course applies 10 lessons on the life of leadership from Moses out of my book, Think Like Jesus, Lead Like Moses, Leadership Lessons from the Wilderness Crucible, in which I also share examples from my life as I've learned to apply those lessons in my own experiences. It's also a follow-on to a previous online course that I have called Think Like Jesus, Lead Like Moses. And so perhaps you may have seen that other course, and so this is a natural follow-on to look at how we take an in-depth look at building ministry teams. This course then is also an outgrowth of some live seminars that I've done with various churches here in the state of Indiana. So if you're ever looking for somebody to come into your ministry to help work with you, please consider inviting me if that makes sense for you. One of the values of the power of online courses is that you can come back to this course again and again to refresh yourself, watching the videos, and making use of the downloadable workbooks and other materials that you'll find in this course. The course itself is divided into 4 main teaching sessions. The first is called The Cost of Discipleship, in which we look at how God breaks us down and then remolds us into the kind of leaders that He desires us to become. Certainly God did that with Moses, He did it with myself, and He's probably done that with you as well. The second is Building Community and Creating Teams. In this session, we'll look at the principle of cooperative effort. How do we work with others to achieve things by cooperating more and competing less, as well as learning how to stand up for the people that you lead against outside forces and influences. The third session is called Training Up Leaders God's Way. In that session, we'll look at applying the principle of replication, where we build up new disciples, not to be clones of ourselves, but rather to instill in them the desire for the vision that God has given the ministry to pursue that and lead the organization into the Promised Land. And then the fourth and final session is called Building a Vehicle to take you in to go to the other side of the hill. One of the things that I've experienced is that having vision is not enough. A lot of times I run into people who say that I'm really big on the vision thing and I leave the implementation to others. Well, from my perspective, that if you do not follow along and pay attention to the details of implementation, then the vision itself is of no good. And a warning, I think, for all of us who have a lot of book learning, whether you're Moses and you have the knowledge of the Egyptians, myself with a master's degree from a graduate school, or perhaps you've gone to seminary. Until you've been through the crucible of conflict in leading people, all of that knowledge that you might have gained in studying is probably of less value than you may give it credit for. Certainly, I experienced that in my life. Now, as you look at the course, be sure that you download and use the workbooks that go with each session, as well as other documents that I've provided for your use. Be sure to modify them as you desire to fit your specific needs. I hope that you enjoy my course, Pursuing Your Mission from God, and if God so leads, then please consider rating this course, providing a testimony to it, and then share it with others whom you feel would benefit from the information in it as they seek to lead their ministries into the Promised Land.